Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our 4 o'clock broadcast. Of course, tonight at 9 o'clock, we have our final session of boot camp. Let me pop over here. Now, we've been talking about this for a good week and a half. And a lot of people are intimidated by the thought that you can close 80% of the people that you talk to. And the truth is, it's not unusual. It's all about determining who you want to talk to about your business. You're qualifying people as you bring them into your business. Everybody. Let me take a look here. All right. So, for example, you follow the scripts. You're learning about the person on the other end. And as the conversations move forward, you're going to determine who do you want to continue to talk to. Now, most people join a network marketing company, they're taught an old school method of getting started that doesn't work for most people. They're told to make a list of 100 people that they know. And then they're provided with a script. And then you're told to call everyone on the list, tell them about their new business. And that is, frankly, a road to disaster for so many people. In fact, the results for most people are often very discouraging. And as a result, what happens is they get discouraged. They begin to question the wisdom of getting involved in a business with you in the first place. Wasn't that your experience? But they're encouraged to keep going with motivational mantras like, you have to get out of your comfort zone if you want to be successful. Keep calling, don't stop. Success is a numbers game. To be successful in this business and in sales, you have to go through 100 no's to get a yes. Every no is one step closer to getting a yes, so keep calling, go for no, go for no. And last time I checked, there are over 100 go for no trainers on LinkedIn. It's not unusable if that was your experience. So here's a concept. Instead of going for no, why not go for yes? A person's profile, their daily activity, and answers to some simple questions provide you with enough information about someone to know if they're a good prospect for your business. You don't have to talk to anyone about your business until you confirm that they need or want what you're selling. Go for no is old school. Sending people messages like, I may be completely off base here, but I'm curious. Keep your options open to making money. Would you be at all open to a side project if you didn't interfere with what you're currently doing? No biggie. That last line, no biggie. Setting yourself for rejection. No biggie. Seeing this biggest mistake that network marketers make when they talk to a prospect is they try to talk about their business before they know enough about the prospect, and they cause their own rejection. Thanks to social networks like Facebook and LinkedIn, there's an easier way, faster way. It eliminates their rejection. Today, you can help your new recruits make a few sales immediately before they make their warm market list. And we talked about it. Change your picture on Facebook and talk to the people that reacted and responded. And then help them bring in the people that they brought in as a result of doing the same thing. It's fast, it's easy, and it's easy to duplicate. But the truth is, when you know what you're looking for, The game's fun. Example, did a search for sales managers with training experience. 28 people came up. Now you could filter your search down with keywords. But when you start talking to people, when you qualify them by asking questions, your conversations are moving along. And people are going to drop off because they're not qualified. You get rid of this one here, and they're replaced with somebody else. So we got 28 people in play. And by the time we get to talking to them, showing them the business, how would you feel if out of these 28 people that are here, 24 of them signed up? The rest of them said no. That's what we're talking about. Sam's enrolling 90% of the people that he talks to. And it all starts with a person's perception of who you are. So if I jump over here, and let me pop over here to LinkedIn. And let's kind of play with this a little bit. Anybody have any questions? Let's take a look at Erica. So Erica is clearly just getting started on LinkedIn. And she's letting everybody know that she's worked for Shaklee for a long time. Let me unmute Erica for a minute. Now, again, social networking law number 1 says what you see is what you get. So you're letting everybody know that you're in Shaklee. Another general rule of thumb is what people write the most about on their profile is what they enjoy talking about the most. So you're coming across as somebody that's building a Shaklee business. Now, she's been with Shaklee for 51 years. And one of the first questions that would come up in a conversation is, so how are you doing? How are you doing? Not a good idea to promote your business. Let's come over here and take a look at Jacob. So Jacob, you see yourself on here? When people are looking for you, if they can't find you by doing a simple name search, it's an issue. Let's come over here and take a look at Okay, so let's take a look at Ken. Well, first and foremost, Ken, you need to fill out the rest of your profile, but you're getting started. So it's a start. Everybody moves through this process at their own pace. I know you got a lot going on, Tom. We don't see a lot of activity on LinkedIn. All right, so the question is, how often should we post motivational pictures on LinkedIn? You should be posting 3 times a day. And they can be on any subject. Anybody else have any questions? Let me log out of my account. Okay. Let's go over to the network. Franchise owner. Let's go over to the message area.
Hi, Max.
James, welcome home.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so our buddy Dan.
He put a big post out today where it sounds like he's still looking for something.
Mhm.
It was kind of, kind of interesting. Had a whole list of people that are that he's helping look for. He's asking people to contact him if they have something.
So that's so you and Dan go all the way back to last year.
Yeah.
January of 2022. So it's a year and 5 months. All right, so he's not looking for a job. So he lost his job on Tuesday and his father-in-law died the next day. So kind of left him alone, gave him some motivating posts. Still looking. He sells art. All right. So did we ever ask him what does he like to do? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Well, let's take a look at his profile again. You know, you could learn a lot about of someone by the language they use. Here is my why. You know, I never heard that expression before until I was introduced to network marketing. I don't know if it's prevalent other places, but been in manufacturing sales for 20 years. Okay, so senior manager in the sales. So he's got experience. How much money do you think you can make? He's okay with that.
Up there it is right there. What do you love doing?
I don't think he ever answered you, though.
He never did.
See, that's one of the things, as you start talking to people, you measure the level of communication. Okay, you ask a question, you expect to get an answer. They ask you a question, you better answer. So but he's got this open to work thing.
And if you look at his post today, it still sounds like he's looking for something. That one right there.
This one here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go over and jump into our boot camp tools. And let's look at our calendar. And today is the 23rd. And on Thursday, it's National Wine Day. You can come back over here to LinkedIn. Hit the little GIF. Let's see what comes up. Couldn't find Happy Wine Day. That's kind of an interesting new flavor. See, every time we do this, you come on here, you learn something new. All right, so
Yeah.
instead, what you're gonna do is we're gonna go over here on the internet. Happy National Wine Day GIF. All right, and so here we've got one. And got another one. And got another one. National Wine Day. All right, so they've got all kinds. So we come back, what you're going to do with these is you pick one, save it on your computer. Then you come back. Instead of this. All right, so you save it on your computer. One. Now you can do this one of two ways. All right, so we could say, this is a while since we talked. We just learned. So first we send the words over. Then we come over here. Send that over. And then we'll ask the question. Well, so we ask a question about his preferences for wine. Now that's on an individual basis.
Mm-hmm.
You also will go over here. Your homepage. And post. Add a picture. Now what we could do here. Actually. And I'll go over to the picture. Post. Now, we could have used the picture of the red wine and the white wine. But the bottom line is we're looking to restart the conversation. So first, we can ask them something inconsequential. And then we know what the next question is going to be is, you know, I see you're still looking for a job. No. The strategy that you'd really like to use is what do you like to do? What are you good at? And when he tells you things that relate to network marketing, oh, I love working with people, I love training people. Well, no wonder LinkedIn hooked us up, because we both like doing the same thing. And that's one way to go at it. Another way to go at it would be to say, you know, I saw by your last post that, you know, you're still looking for an opportunity. But I'm really curious, you know, why? I'm curious about that post. What is there, you know, why are you doing that? Or, you know, what kind of job are you looking for? I mean, the bottom line is he told you he's, you know, he told you, you know, he's seriously looking for a job. He's working with his wife. And to be honest with you, you know, you remember, you're looking to talk to somebody that's going to jump into your business that really wants to be successful. And I'm not so sure if that's him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you've had,
Yeah.
you know who. So now is the time of year. What you could do, as soon as he answers this, let's be a little maybe bolder and say, you know, I see that while you're working with your wife, you're still looking for work. Okay. Now we could use the project launcher. Let's just get his attention by getting him to answer this. And then what we're going to say is, I'm about to launch a project to help two people, blah, 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 blah. Just to get a yes, what I would say is, you know, I work with a lot of professionals that have your level of experience to be very successful. Would you like to know what we're doing? And you'll get a lot from that answer. Okay.
Yeah.
But you know, you've seen some absolute, I mean, you've had great conversations with people, and you know, just by looking at the messages back and forth, that you know, there's some great people out there. So the way you avoid rejection the way you increase your closing ratio is to continue to talk to the people at the high end and drop, the low ones. So you can, it's kind of time. When you wanted to do it before, he had, a death in the family and all this other stuff. Well, now he's back to the real world. So, now let's take a look. J.P. Cole. So it looks like J.P. Cole is a prospect, state manager. So he says he's open to work. Many times, people that say they're open to work
He may be completely out of the ballpark of the type of person we're looking for, but he's had the open to work banner up for a year now.
Yeah, but again, the open to work banner could mean that he's doing something and he's looking for people to hire him to do that. So he wants to talk to you on the phone. I'm a state manager for the super wealthy. In between jobs. Okay, so presently in between jobs. So really, okay, so really what you want to know about this guy without talking to him on the telephone, it says he's in between jobs.
That was some time ago. Look how far along how long ago that was. I think that was about a year ago, that conversation. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So easy to resurrect the conversation. Okay. Let's come back over here. Get his attention first. Do the gifts first. And actually, let's come back over here. And let's get National Drink Wine Day. Got red and white. Save image. Now we come back. All right, so now we come. Wasn't taught. I just learned that Thursday is National Wine Day. We could say here first. Hope you've been well. You'll get his attention more with the moving image. Right?
Mhm.
And now I just saw it. Let's see how long it's going to take him to write back. We've asked him a very easy question. Now the same thing works. Now, of course, it all depends on what he's doing. I mean, if he's driving down the interstate, then he shouldn't be looking at his phone at the message you sent. So again, it really depends. He's going to think, so who is this guy? Who is sending me a message? That's why you want to do something simple and easy to reinstate the connection before you go into the project launch script.
Mhm.
Okay, and of course the question is, what is he doing now? Because you can't really make a determination by looking at his profile. But again, an easy way to qualify someone is to ask them, so what do you do? What do you like to do? Now, the more things that they like to do that resonate with success in network marketing, the better. You want to make it easy. And but again, you have to look back at the guy. He was flaky before. People don't, he wanted to get you on the telephone. You don't really want to do that. Okay, now question is, when do we use the non-traditional holidays? You use the non-traditional holidays when it makes sense. In other words, there are all kinds of crazy non-traditional holidays. And some of them you absolutely want to stay away from. Again, it always comes down to conversation. You have the ability, anytime you want, to pop up here and look for people. Look for an opportunity. Someone that is It wants a job in sales. You got 28,000 people. You could break that down. Just look at the United States. $9,600. And you could tweak this. So there's no reason why you can't be talking to 10, 15, 20 people every day about whatever it is that you want to talk about. Come over here. So, you know, you never know who people are. You never know what they're doing until you start the conversation. Let me So how does Sam do it? 90%. He's filtering people as he's talking. San Francisco, 80% of the people that he talks to, as long as the conversation's going, he wants it to go, he keeps talking. As soon as it makes a left turn or the person is not a prospect any longer or doesn't have the obvious need, he stops talking to them. Now, out of the 25 people he enrolled in 7 days, some of those people he hasn't talked to in months. Some of those people came back. Carol, 8 customers in 6 days, 10 presentations. That's 80%. Because the people she was talking to clearly had a need. 3 months in a row, rank advances. Her team's on fire. Reached the first rank in the last 60 days of my first month, enrolled 8 customers after 10 presentations. Second month, I rank advanced again. And 1 team member advanced to director. The average is 1 new customer daily. This is what you're going to get James, if they don't give their last name, you know, a lot of people do that, you know, for a reason. It's all right if they don't use their last name. And then, of course, 3 months in a row, rank advance, 3 months in a row. Joe, 18 people in 1 month. This year, he's going to hit $1 million in his business. Let me open Joel up. You know, I love it when former students come back. Hi, Max. Joel, how are you? Good, doing great. I love it. You know, I constantly refer to you as, you know, one of my favorite success stories because Joel here is probably one of the most experienced, talented salespeople I've ever met. I mean, this man could sell you anything.
Sweet. See, I like him already.
You know, it's true. I mean, we're gonna talk a little bit about you. You know, when I was working with you back in 2018, you know, you picked it up right away. You were doing great. And then in 2009, you decided to do this insurance thing. And I never thought that, I mean, you had pretty high goals, you know, 100 agents in 2 months. You guys did it. Thrilled that you're here. Now, one thing I want to point out to you, in looking at your profile, see, I can see your followers. And this was a sly little thing that LinkedIn did where they told you, if you want to make your posts visible for all the things that you do, then what you do is you become a content creator.
Gotcha.
Okay, and we thought when we did that, that was a wonderful thing, and it really was. But then it's kind of like in the middle of the night on a Friday night, they went in and they changed the deal. And what they did was they replaced your connect button with a follow button. So we're going to explain why. And so we need to go back in there and turn that off so that people can connect with you because they can still see what you're doing.
Yeah, I would like that. But you can also, if you click on more, I think there's a connect button in more.
Well, no, there wouldn't be one from us because we're already connected.
Right. But I meant if it was a new person.
Right, well, right, but see, the average person doesn't know about that.
That's true. Where do you go in? I don't even know where to go in and turn it off.
If we have time, I'll show you.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you, Max, I want to say thanks so much. And this is going to be our first $1 million year on that. We're well on our way. And I just wanted to, I mean, I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for me. I just can't. I really appreciate everything you've done. Just wanted to say it.
You're all heading down the same route, okay? What he did, you can do. Whether you're building a network marketing business or you're selling something else. Dan is selling a cleaning franchise. Last year he was struggling. Today he's going to make over $2 million. Hey, Dan, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I've heard from a lot of students in the last 2 or 3 days. Last time we spoke, you know, you had used the training that you got from me to expand your franchise business. And I think you said that, you know, now they kind of brought you and made you a partner.
Yeah, they have actually, Max. Through using your system, one of the things that happened for me is that I learned how to contact people on LinkedIn. And some of those contacts became so powerful that I was able to close a major account with Verizon Wireless that we signed a contract for $20 million. That is to clean cell phone towers. But since then, we've also made contact with people that manage the municipal water towers and water treatment facilities. And in doing so, I mean, it has blown up my business. And it's like I said before, you know, I never would have known how to contact people on LinkedIn. I never would have known to even use LinkedIn for that sort of thing if it hadn't been that I came across you through somebody when I was in networking. When I was in network marketing. And I know a lot of people use it for network marketing, but it can be for anything. Just learning how to contact people is the biggest thing. It has been so powerful. It's just unbelievable that last year I was struggling financially. And then by the end of the year and this year, I will make over $2 million. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's like unbelievable. It's actually one of those things. It's like one of those things I wasn't sure I believed it until it happened.
And for some of you, you're not going to believe it until it happens to you. The bottom line is it can happen to anybody. All you need is a profile on LinkedIn, profile on Facebook. You'll be talking to people every single day. You're all heading down the same road. Again, Jacob, people can't find you. Nothing else is gonna happen. We'll see all of you tonight in boot camp.